This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, Dale Thistle was convicted of theft in 2022 for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from a client's estate 10 years prior.
He had filed an appeal on the grounds of procedural and technical issues concerning his trial. That appeal was heard today. He went before Maine's Supreme Judicial Court, which today was housed inside Winthrop High School's auditorium and hosted by Winthrop High School students and faculty. It's a common occurrence for the Supreme Judicial Court to bring hearings like this to high schools in order to show how these proceedings actually work. Testimony focused on the statute of limitations. Thistle's defense attorney claims the state couldn't prove it was timely when they didn't bring the prosecution within a 6-year deadline. They also alleged that jury instructions were handled incorrectly.
Whether or not the state proved that he had a known legal obligation to make a payment to somebody. No, we argue that the state didn't prove that, and therefore he is innocent. But the other issues are procedural.
Thistle was a licensed practicing Maine attorney at the time he committed the crimes. Maine Assistant Attorney General Charles Boyle claims the trial court did do everything correctly.
The trial court did everything correctly, did not make any errors, and the state put on sufficient evidence to secure the conviction that it did so convict. We're hoping that we can resolve this, get a decision quickly, so that our victims can move on.
Thistle was serving 6 years in Maine State Prison with all but 2 years suspended and 3 years probation. He is currently out on bail pending the appeal. The Maine Supreme Judicial Court justices did not make a decision today, and it's not clear right now when they will hand down their decision.
A 4-year-old from Hamden who wandered away from his daycare and ended up in a neighbor's pool has been released from the hospital and is home with family recovering. Police responded to that incident in Hamden on Monday, September 25th, after receiving reports of a missing 4-year-old boy. According to Hamden Police Chief Christian Bailey, that child reportedly went missing from the Highland Preschool and wandered into a pool in the yard next door. According to Bailey, the child sustained serious injuries and received medical attention on the scene before being transported to the hospital. Chief Bailey says the child is showing no residual issues as a result of his injuries and is expected to make a full recovery. That incident remains under investigation.
Well, switching gears now, a new report looking at Maine's housing needs was released today. The State of Maine Housing Production Study is the first of its kind in Maine, and it was initiated as part of legislation enacted in 2021 that called for an analysis of Maine's housing needs to help inform and assist state, municipal, and legislative housing policy. The study found that homes have become less affordable and less available due to low housing production over the past decade. That, coupled with increased housing demand because of an influx of new residents. The study determined that an additional 38,500 homes are needed statewide to meet the unmet demand. The study also found Maine would need up to 45,000 additional homes to meet housing needs through 2030. The Governor's Office of Policy, Innovation and Future issued a statement saying, quote, "For many years, we've known that homes are in short supply in Maine and that prices have been rising out of reach of Maine people. Now, with the study, we have for the first time a detailed understanding of the factors that have contributed to our housing affordability and availability challenges today," end quote.
Winthrop High School was also home for testimony concerning a lawsuit stemming from Maine's Sunday hunting ban. The case was first dismissed by Kennebec County Court last year, and now the matter has officially reached Maine's highest court. Virginia and Joel Parker's lawsuit against the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife of Maine is based on the text included in the recently passed Right to Food constitutional amendment, specifically the word harvest. According to the Assistant Attorney General assigned to the case, the word harvest does not conflict with any current hunting regulations.
Because the verb harvest does not unambiguously cover hunting, we look to the legislative history of the amendment, whose drafter repeatedly assured fellow legislators and the voters of Maine that the amendment will not invalidate any hunting or fishing laws or regulations currently on the books.
Supporters of lifting the ban claim that Sunday is an arbitrary day to not allow hunting.
The problem and the crux of our argument with Sunday hunting is that Sundays are an arbitrary day. You could pick any day of the week, and there's no biological reason why Sundays cannot be hunted on.
Decision from Maine's Supreme Judicial Court will be made at a later date.
In other news tonight, an Orrington waste facility faces an uncertain future as delays of its sale continue. Our David Ledford has the details.
The auction of the Penobscot Energy Recovery Company has been postponed for a third time. For years, the company has used a waste incinerator to generate electricity from trash, but stopped operations back in May. In the meantime, trash intended for the facility has instead been sent to the Juniper Ridge landfill, which charges waste handling fees. Orrington Town Manager Chris Backman declined to appear on camera but spoke to us and said the town expects to be billed for those fees, which he estimates could cost up to $3,000 per week of trash disposal.
I anticipate PERC billing me for those tipping fees. I've told them we anticipate those fees and we'll be paying them once we get billed.
However, he also says the delay could be a good thing, giving interested companies time to develop proposals before the sale is open to the public.
A delay of the auction is, a positive thing if we want to see this place go forward. I think a cancellation of the auction would go down the path of bankruptcy.
The plant has now been sitting idle for months, but plant manager Henry Lang says he believes the facility could resume operations soon after a buyer is found.
I do know of a couple of the groups that are looking at the plant, and all of them have varying plans, but they all seem to revolve around bringing the plant back up to full operation.
Lang says continued delays could cause issues with the facility itself, which is in need of repairs.
When we first shut down, we continued to stockpile waste coming in. That material is now aged quite a bit, and as that waste sits and ages, it tends to self-break down, and that can result in fires.
The auction has been rescheduled for October 25th. In Orrington, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, Parkinson's is, of course, a vicious disease that affects too many of our community members. But every Tuesday and Thursday at Titan Gym in Brewer, Rocksteady Boxing Bold Coast, Maine is helping people fight back, and they really pack a punch. Our Doug Banks gives us a look.
Every day, Parkinson's disease robs people of their freedom. But here, they fight to take it back through boxing.
It releases an extra amount of dopamine to their brain, which is what's happening when you have Parkinson's, is you have a deplete of dopamine.
The day starts with a walk around the mat, vocal exercises, a full circuit of medicine balls, burpees, and wall sits. Then, the gloves come on. From sparring with one another to hitting the heavy bag.
You're uplifted and you're connected with other people.
Michelle LaHaye was inspired to start the program in Ellsworth 6 years ago after meeting Judy Parsons.
She was the first person I ever met that was fighting Parkinson's disease.
After noticing the success of the program, a local neurologist asked her if she could bring it to the Bangor Brewer area.
Yeah, very nice. There were so many people here that were battling the disease but had no place to go to fight it. They have become my extended family.
The exercise everyone here gets is very beneficial, but bringing everyone together, some would say, is what's most important. And this program shows the goodness in humanity.
They come in here, even though it's hard sometimes to get up and go and get out the door, they come in and they give 150%. So when I get up and I come in, I want to meet them where they're at. And it inspires me to be a better person. And I'm completely in love with what I'm doing with them. Don't isolate. Don't think you can't do it, because we have varying levels in the class and you can do it.
In Brewer, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow.
It's a great story there, just so inspirational, and you're glad that people who are battling such a terrible disease have an outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a great thing that is available for them, and I just love to hear the coach's perspective. You know, she's the one trying to inspire them every day, but really they're inspiring her as well.
It works both ways.
It really does.
Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast now and see what's coming our way weather-wise.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather is brought to you by Winterport Sheds. Do you need extra storage, a place to live, camp on your lot, building for your pets? Check them out at the Winterport or at the Bangor Mall. And of course at winterportsheds.com. Let's talk about temperatures today. Look at us, right? Temperatures hanging out in the 70s, even a couple low 80s in spots today. But hold on, it's October. It's going to change this weekend. Cooler temperatures are on the way. Also on the way is some rain showers, not tonight, not tomorrow, more so Friday. And then we're watching the tropics for the weekend. Until then, though, lots of clear skies out there. Now, this is the mess coming our way for later Friday into Saturday. And then here's Felipe down here, also moving our way. That moisture with that, too, coming in over the weekend and early parts of next week. Our forecast, though, tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies. Low temperatures down in the 50s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
All right, looking forward to it.
Indeed. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Holden police officers connected with residents earlier today during their Coffee with a Cop event.
And Searsport is gearing up for its Fling into Fall event. We'll have a preview. Those stories and much more ahead.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
When a government-controlled utility took over in Long Island, New York, it made big promises. But what did residents get? Household electric costs increased by more than 50%. Customers' bills skyrocketed with new surcharges. The utility ranked the lowest in customer service, and it failed to pay millions in required payments to local schools and fire departments on time. Don't bring New York's problems to Maine. Vote no on question 3.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Holden police officers met with community members at the Dunkin' inside G&M Market this morning as part of their Coffee with a Cop event. Community members could enjoy a free cup of coffee and speak to Holden police officers about any issues or concerns they might have, or just to have a casual conversation. Holden Police Chief Eddie Benjamin says events like these help strengthen the relationship between law enforcement and the community.
I want them to see us as a person, as I said before, and come here, talk to us, and make us approachable, and out there in the community, because we're here as a public servant.
Dedham resident Bob Martin attended the event. He says he came by to thank the officers for keeping Holden safe.
They're a good group of guys that keep track about our neighborhood, and we see them in passing at the store when they're getting a coffee, or we are, and they seem to be a great bunch of guys.
Chief Benjamin says the department hosts this event 2 or 3 times a year.
Well, despite the unusually warm temperatures, fall is in fact here, and many local communities are holding fall festivities. One of those communities is the town of Searsport, which is gearing up for its annual Fling into Fall celebration. The event has been going on for the past 24 years. This year's Fall into Fling celebration will feature a scarecrow decorating contest, craft fair, bonfire, and much more. It begins this Friday morning and runs through Saturday evening.
24 years ago, the event was started to support the local businesses, and the funds that were gathered from it were turned over to public safety for fire and ambulance and police equipment. And we were kind of in peril a few years ago of losing it. And the Board of Select people for Searsport stepped up and said, we're not going to lose this event. It's too important to our businesses. And they've been helping run it ever since.
Gilway adds he expects around 1,500 to 2,000 people to attend the Fling into Fall celebration. And for a full list of events, you can visit the Searsport Events Committee page on Facebook for some more information there.
All righty.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, Bangor residents got a bird's eye view of the city during today's tours at the Thomas Hill Standpipe. We'll take you there.
And in sports, Bangor Christian boys soccer is gearing up for another push at the regional finals. We'll find out what's been driving them when we come right back.
Shop at Label Shopper for the latest designer fashions, all at 30 to 70% less than department stores. With prices this low and styles for everyone, you can get more of the brands you love. Label Shopper. Great clothes, great prices.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices, 31 Front Street, Belfast.
People ask me all the time, are those commercials really true? Does Lowry & Associates really get all of those clients, all of those big settlements? Yes, we do. We really have gotten millions of dollars for Mainers hurt by commercial vehicles. And the insurance companies know when you call the twos, we're going to fight for you. And you know what else is true? I really am standing on top of this big truck.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the twos. We win for you.
Get ready to clown around this Halloween. Fright at the Fort 2023 Carnival of Fright. October 14th, the 21st, and 22nd, and October 28th and 29th at Fort Knox in Prospect. There are no at-the-door ticket sales. Fright Night at the Fort 2023 Carnival of Fright. Tickets online at fortknoxmaine.com.
We've been in business for 31 years, and our employees and guests are like family. We've worked hard, and they've worked hard. That's why question 3 worries me. It puts our power grid in the hands of politicians. It costs $13.5 billion. That's billion with a B. Can you believe that? That could mean higher taxes for all of us. It's bad for our business, and it's bad for Maine. Question 3 is a risk Maine can't afford.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Dirt Road Acres, your #1 dispensary, providing outstanding customer service and award-winning knowledge at the most affordable prices.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start over on the soccer pitch. The Bangor Christian Patriots are off to a hot start, and the whole team has been contributing as they look to get back to the regional finals. Tyler Cruz has more.
Just 1 year after reaching the Northern Maine Championship, the Bangor Christian Patriots are gearing up for another run.
It's been slow in the beginning, but we're starting to play as a team more, and I just don't think we have any weak links.
That slow start they speak of were just 2 close losses early in the season, but they just see it as an opportunity to rebound and improve.
A couple losses that were unexpected, but you know, we talk a lot about learning from our mistakes. Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Having those is really humbling, and I think will make us perform better in the future.
Which they've done, posting an 8-2 overall record, just a few games out of the top spot in Class D. And they've done all that without arguably their best player, showing that this team as a whole is legit.
We've got to rely on all the guys, so there can't be one guy carrying the whole team. So you've seen that on the score sheets.
I think our team goes on 11 players, not one, and missing him obviously has been hard, but we filled in well. But we're happy that he's coming back soon.
And that one guy would be Jalen Reed, who was all conference as a junior, and he has been watching from the sideline to start the year as a variety of guys have helped lead the team to some early success.
Without me, everyone else has stepped up pretty well, and just watching from the sidelines, it just shows me what I have to do, and just like can see a lot from the side. It also shows me how to get better as a player too.
The Patriots have just 4 regular season games left on the schedule to make a push, and their chemistry has really been a huge factor up to this point. And how could it not? These guys have been together since they've been at Bangor Christian. As the only K-12 school in the area, that is a pretty long time.
The chemistry is really good. We know each other. We're all friends, everyone here. There's no one left out. And just, yeah, from kindergarten, I've been with half of these guys, so it's really good to see.
I think it definitely helps the chemistry, you know, playing with the same kids for years and years. So I guess just knowing each other well and having that bond.
In Bangor, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Okay, now to some news out of UMaine Athletics. The America East Conference announcing Wednesday that their conference softball tournament is returning to Orono. UMaine's Keswick Field will host the tournament in 2024, the first time they're hosting since 2010. The new field opened this spring, hosting 12 home games for the Black Bears after just 7 the year before. High school regionals were played there, and now this. The conference also announcing Mahaney Diamond will host the baseball tourney in 2025. Athletic Director Jude Killey saying, quote, "Our vision is to provide student athletes and our state with some of the best facilities in New England. Can't think of a better way to support that vision than hosting these events." Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
All right, Ryan, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor. And today we're talking about temperatures, highs near 80 in a few spots today. It is early October. It's not going to last much longer. So take it in now while we can, with temperatures up in the 70s to low 80s today. Even the low temperatures this morning, 55 here in Bangor. This is not so low. The average high temperature is in the low to mid 60s this time of the year. All right, the wind out there now out of the southeast around 5 miles per hour. This will actually go calm for a couple hours again tonight and then come back tomorrow and actually pick up speed throughout the day tomorrow. We could see wind gusts tomorrow evening around 15 to 20 miles per hour across our region. Until then, though, some dense fog is likely back in the area for tonight. That will likely linger or be slow to lift tomorrow morning. Be ready for that if you're driving around sunrise tomorrow morning. All right, so lots of clear skies out there for us today. Hardly a cloud in the sky anywhere, right? But there are things we're watching to the west of us. This will be our weather for Friday, basically. And there's a lot going on in here, moisture-wise, energy-wise, all moving this way. So get ready. We're going to turn these sunny days into more wet weather around here, beginning more so Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday as well. And that's not the only issue. Of course, here's Felipe. Felipe, of course, is a tropical system right there. That's moving our direction as well. That will likely bring us some rain and wind over the weekend. But the track of this is trending again more toward the east today. We'll track it though for you into the weekend. So here's Felipe. Right now the latest forecast track takes it just north of our area, but it's going to be a close call with that. The center of uncertainty here is pretty large. The spaghetti graph shows you exactly where the current modeling thinks it's going to go. And again, this has kind of been shifting a bit more toward the east again today. But again, it could shift easily back toward the west again. Either way, a tropical system will be in the neighborhood this week. weekend that will likely bring us some rain and wind and high surf once again. We'll refine this forecast tonight and throughout the day tomorrow and also on Friday. The wind field, this one is not as large as the last one you can see here, but likely bringing some tropical storm force wind gusts to the region beginning most likely later Saturday into Sunday with high surf out there as well. Our forecast ends tonight, though, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. Some dense fog is likely with not so low temperatures down near 55 and a south breeze around 5 for tomorrow. All right, so lots of clouds around early tomorrow, fog in there as well. And then partly cloudy, high temperatures back up in the low 70s tomorrow. We'll take it, right, with that south breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the story. So tomorrow, partly cloudy, increasing clouds Friday, probably some rain showers later Friday night. And here's where we're watching the tropical system on Saturday into Sunday. Cooler temperatures, though. Look at Sunday, 64. And Monday, high temperatures only in the 50s. Beth and Peter.
All right, Jeff. Thanks so much.
Staying pretty consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, there is still more to come, folks. Stay with us.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
For great Toyota offers not seen on TV, you could type buyatoyota.com into your browser, or you could simply scan this QR code and give your fingers a break. Buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Toyota, let's go places.
You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog beds.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of my brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you get our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.99. They truly are the best sheets ever. And with the biggest closeout special, we're clearing out our all-season My Slippers for only $25 and our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Tonight, after historic voting on the Hill, the chaotic countdown to yet another shutdown showdown. And what will it take to unify the Republican Party? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
The Thomas Hill Standpipe opened its doors for tours this afternoon. Bangor Water holds the tours 4 times each year. People began climbing the 100-step enclosed stairway to reach the promenade deck from 3 to 6 p.m. People we spoke with reflected on their experience at the top of the Standpipe.
It was fantastic. It really was. I've always wanted to do it, and this is the first time we've been able to do it, so I really enjoyed it, and it's a beautiful view and a perfect day to do it.
In years past, I've gone up when there was lightning strikes, and it was cool, and there was more leaves. Right now, it's not so much, the leaves are slow to change.
Well, my favorite part was that I finally discovered my coolest adventure of the water tower. And it was a great adventure. And these 2 friends were with me. And I had the greatest quest.
Great adventure indeed. Well, if you missed out today, there's still another opportunity to take in the view of the city and all the fall colors. The Thomas Hill Standpipe will be open for tours again on Wednesday, October 11th from 3 to 6 p.m.
So another great quest
yes,
awaits.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what an adorable kid. And you know, it's neat that he was so into it and that it was a great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
and
to
his
see
friends right there along.
Right there.
For the ride.
You need your posse.
Yeah, you really do.
For a quest.
Indeed you do.
All right, well that is going to do it for us folks. From everyone here at ABC7, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.